How's everybody doing? This is my, I guess you call it preseason edition of my Friday night breakdown. I'll just be going over a little bit of Josh's first two preseason games, not a whole lot. Be my thoughts. These videos are my thoughts and my opinions. Occasionally I may say something one of the fans may have said, but I won't say their name unless they tell me it's okay. But this, like I said, this is not about tearing the coaches down, fans down, players down, anything of that nature. I will just call things the way I see it. You may not like it, and that's fine. I got thick skin, I can handle it. But do my best to try to be fair and honest how I see it. As far as calling players out, coaching, anything of that nature, like I say, it's not about tearing down coaches. If, I feel like it was some bad calls or, they could call the game better or whatever, I'll bring it up. And it's not to bring them down, it's just, my opinion. And same thing with the players. If you do something, most of the time I'm not going to call your name out. I may give your number, but I may not call your name out. If you do something really good, great rushing night, passing night, blocking, I think you deserve to have your name called out, and I will most definitely do that. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple of things I've seen the first two scrimmages. If I think about any of the rules from my videos, then I'll put them in later at some point. But the Hidden Valley scrimmage, I thought it was a good scrimmage. It was a bigger school. Hidden Valley is not the greatest school as far as football goes, but you look at the district they play in, very brutal district. Salem, Blacksburg, Christiansburg, I think all them schools are in there. They have some good schools. I thought we played very well. I think the coaching was very good that game. We really mixed it up. We was running just about everywhere. We was running, of course, our normal strong side, running the weak side, and we were getting pretty good yardage on the weak side of stuff. We haven't really good. We did really good. Something I don't think we've done consistently in a couple of years. We brought back the reverse pass with the wing back. As we threw the ball 3 times in a row at one time, which is good. We was changing things up. I thought Steve did an excellent job of calling offense. And I'm not sure who all calls the offense. I guess Steve's the main one. I think Timmy helps. I know Timmy's got a good offensive mind as well. But I'm not going to give last names at the time, so I don't know if they want that or not. But you can buy a program and figure out who I'm talking about. But I think our offense did really good. I thought the blocking come along as the game went along. So there was a lot of positives coming out of the Hidden Valley game. From first team, second team, if you want to call it third team, or alternates, whatever you want to call them. I thought everybody played well, and everybody held their own. Number 13, I'm still getting used to these guys' names. I really don't know your name, I'm sorry. But he had a really good catch, kind of an alley-oop pass. That was a really good catch. I liked some people play running back, play defensive line too now. Antonio, I think it's a great move. He's big, he's stout. I think that's going to play huge dividends. The overall Hidden Valley game, I thought we played really well. Like I said, I was well pleased, and I think a lot of people who watched that game was shocked and well pleased. Like I said, with the play calling, I thought the coaches did good at defense, offense. Defense played extremely well too. They were flying around to the ball, and they looked really good. The Hidden Valley game was a good test for us. We shut them out, if I remember right. So that was a good game. That's the best we've played against him, I think, in a couple of years. So on to the James Monroe game tonight. I think a much tougher team for us to play. They can run and pass. They had 2 pretty good quarterbacks. I'm not so sure the second team quarterback went better than the first. But I thought our defense held on. Our defense played, I think, really good. Uh, they may start out a little slow, but I think both teams were feeling each other out. But once we settled in, I thought our defense played exceptional. I mean, there was some things that needs to be worked on, and that's just learning. We got caught looking at the backfield and come up, then got beat over top for long passes. But that's just learning what your keys and doing what you're coached to do. And I definitely feel I'll be corrected. I think I don't know the same player twice or not, but I know one time. I think he'll definitely learn from it. I think most of these kids will learn from their mistakes. They seem to really wanting to play this year. They seem they got a little pump to them. It's a whole different attitude to this team, personally, even all the way down to the cheerleaders. It's a whole different atmosphere, which is good. So I think the change was good at the top, and that is no slam on Jeff whatsoever. I just think it was time. It's a good change. Jeff brought us a state championship, and really close, I think, to the second one. I mean, I think the 2014 team was one of the best we ever had. It had a hiccup against Glenver. Well, that's how it happened. But anyway, back to James Monroe. James Monroe had pretty good offense. I know they lost a lot, but they could pass, they can run. They had some big kids, but we weren't intimidated. I didn't feel we were intimidated at all. I felt they started a little slow, but Giles has done that many times. Like I said, once we settled in, I thought we played an exceptional ball game. And again, it wasn't just first team; it was second team. It was alternates on down the bench. I thought everybody played an exceptional game, but what more can you ask? And that goes back to coaching. That goes back to the kids wanting it. It seemed like we were prepared. Like I said, there's a few mistakes, but like I said, it's a scrimmage, and you have mistakes in every game. But the only things I see it needs to be worked on that I've noticed in two games is, like I said, of course, covering the pass, and those what I've seen so far haven't been huge mistakes. I think it might be just losing concentration, getting caught up, and maybe trying to get her make a tackle or whatever, like tonight, and get beat over top. But at the same time, when one individual got beat over top, he chased the play down, made a tackle, and I can't remember if they even scored on that drive or not. If it did, it still took them several plays. They had to fight for it. So that and passing the ball, I thought we did well. I mean, we did well. We were thrown all over the field, and which I think is great because that means teams have to respect us now all over the field. Every pass don't have to be complete. Make them think. Like I said, I know Antone was a couple times he threw off his back foot, and of course that caused the ball to lob up. One was a pick six. But overall, I thought he played well. He threw the ball well. But those are things to be worked on and taken care of. I really believe that. It's just concentrating and setting up, and I think him, all the other running backs who throw the ball will be just fine. The line, I thought the past 2 weeks has blocked exceptionally better than they have in the past several years. I credit that to the coaching, teaching them the right way to pass block. And I think the kids have really picked up, and will get better and better as the season goes along. Our kicking game, the kickoffs I think will be fine. The PATs, the extra points, field goals, that's got to get better. I think the kid lost just some confidence tonight and kept trying to overcorrect himself and this and that. I mean, it happens for all kickers. But I think that'll definitely be worked on and adjusted and fixed however it needs to be fixed. The coaches will figure it out. But that's really the biggest drawbacks I can see tonight. I thought the line blocked well against a good team. The kids flying around on defense. No matter who was in the game, I thought they played well. Overall, I think this team could be really dangerous. I really do. And I could be wrong. It looked like, and most people thought, we tried to do the old hook and lateral, which hasn't been done in years, I don't think. And I could be wrong. But that would that's awesome. Some of these older players are being brought back. I think it's great. But like I said, I think the play calling has been great the past 2 weeks. I hope we do that the rest of the year, and we don't freeze up and get nervous during the games and don't call it. I don't think we will. But I think it's caused a lot of problems because teams will be off balance. They have to respect the weak side, the strong side. That's passing. We passed. Now, I don't know if we do it in a regular game or not, but we did pass inside the 10-yard line. It was incomplete. But teams that's playing us, they'll have to think about that. They can't just cram the box inside the 10-yard line and think we'll run every play. So, like I said, I think the play calling has been really, really good on all phases, not just offense but defense as well. And the defense is flying around, and guys, you keep flying around like that and making those tackles, good things are going to happen. And same thing on offense. You keep mixing the plays up, keeping teams off balance, huge things are going to happen. And if teams get to start playing us halfway honest on defense, our running game will have some huge holes. I'm trying to think. I said this last year, and I'm going to say early this year. I still think we have the best center, at least in this area. I don't know about the stakes. I'd have to see, but he's right up there in high school football. It's not easy to snap for a single wing. I can't recall one time last year he had a bad snap. And in 2 games, I don't think he's had a bad snap. I think one might have been a little high today, but it kind of went through the running back's hands. He still should call it. But I noticed he's patting himself on the chest. He took blame for it. That's a young man that's growing and learning. But still, I don't know whose fault that was. And I'm just telling you, I think we had the best center in football. He keeps focused. He's going to have an outstanding year. I really believe that. Everybody, I'm telling you, this team can be very special from what I've seen in 2 weeks. Our pass game definitely needs to be worked on, and it will be. Because until we always obviously work on it now more than what we have. The passes don't look like they're scared to death when they drop back. I think this team, like I said, the passing game, gets a little better, gets a little tighter. Get our kicking game straightened out. This could be a very, very dangerous team, especially once we get into district play. I don't know anything really about Blacksburg or Radford or even Grundy. I know Blacksburg, I think their interior lines, I guess on both sides of the ball, is supposed to be fairly good. They have a really good running back. But I still see some good things happening next week against Blacksburg. So we'll see. But I'm not going to do a long video. It's already getting close to 15 minutes in. And it's getting late. It's going on 12 o'clock. So I'm going to jump off here for now. I think anything else, I'll make another video in the morning. But guys, you need to come out and support this team. I know the kids will love it. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. This team can be very special. The atmosphere is completely different. It's different in the sidelines. You can tell the kids want to win, the kids want to play. And I think the coaching staff is making it fun for them too. Like I said, they're throwing everything at the defense. And I think the kids are loving it. The defense is following the field. I think the kids love it there. So basically my take is I think we have a really good ball team. Hopefully we can stay away from injuries because that could cause huge problems for any team. But we need to support these boys. So I think you may be surprised. Like I said, stay away from injuries. This team could be special. I think it could be really, really, really special. And let's see how it goes. I hope to see everybody out there for these games, especially next week. As far as I know, it is going to be at Giles. Construction is supposed to be, I think, kind of taken care of where they can have it at Giles. So, man, come out and support this team. It mean a lot to them. They mean a lot to the coaches. They need the support. They haven't had some of the support they've had in the past. But this team can be very special, very, very special. And people who've watched the past couple weeks, I think they see the same thing. I don't think Terry Freeman would mind me saying it. He said, Mike, and I agree with him. We have a ball team. We have a ball team that can do a lot of damage. And like I said, if we get in district play, we'll be tough. We'll be tough. So come out and support these guys. I'll try to do better videos as the season goes on. I'm trying to think of different ways to do things. So we'll see. But I said, my take is, and I probably forgot all kinds of stuff. I probably should have done this Saturday morning. Is that we said we have a good team, and they're going to be special. And I said we're doing things we haven't done in years, and maybe ever. And we have our own form of the tush push. I don't know what they call it, but it's kind of cool. So anyway, hope the video wasn't too boring. I know it could have been better. But I'll see you next week, and we will hopefully have a good report. Anyway, everybody take care, and I will see you next week.